Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Coffee and Sports, the morning show. Another day. I'm not feeling well this morning, but Will, we got Will this morning. Will, how are you doing, brother? What's been going on, man?
Busy man. It's holiday season kicking my butt, but it's all good. It's
What's
all
good,
good.
Will?
Hey,
Brother in
hey,
retail.
hey,
So,
hey, bright side, man. The Saints went marching in yesterday, man.
man, dead clock right twice a day. That was more bad Tampa than it was good Saints. But um, real quick, Mo, I know you watched Raw last night. Um, what did you think about the show overall? Are you happy to see the Usos as the tag team again? And who do you think that masked man might be?
I thought the show was pretty good for a Raw. I thought it was entertaining. There definitely was a lot of different spots that kept the crowd a little hot. I am glad that the Usos are back in the tag team picture. I think it's good that Jay and Jimmy get back. I think they can breathe some life into the tag team division. And yeah, I like that they're forming up one more time. I enjoyed watching EO go against Kyrie Sane.
Yep.
Um, it the dynamics of the women's division get a lot better, a lot more interesting when Liv Morgan is back in the picture, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
she changes so much with just her presence. I am concerned though. Maybe you don't feel this way, Will, but our girl, the women's champ, Stephanie Vakir,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like because Will, and you know this is important, it's not her fault, but she's not great on the mic, right?
No.
And obviously because English is not her first language, so she's not great on the mic. I think her promos come up a little flat. And look, you know how it goes in the business. If there's a weakness, they'll move on to the next one. What she needs a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
She desperately needs a mouthpiece because she's just not really good on the mic. Not as good as she is in the ring. But yeah, I'm excited. I thought it was a really good promo. Look, Braun Breaker, he looks like he's on the edge of a mental breakdown. He's about to snap.
Playing that role well. Playing that
Yeah,
role
like
well.
like like you know what? He played it so well, Will, where you're like, I think he's living his character. That's not healthy.
No, it's not. It's not. And we've seen guys do that and they crushed them in the end. Who do you think the masked man is?
Um, I think it's Bianca Belair's husband. Oh boy.
Oh, that makes sense. Montez Ford.
Because think about it. Think about how quick he comes in and out of the ring, the way he jumps over the ring, very athletic. Montez Ford has a super kick in his arsenal. It
True.
looks to me the person moves like Montez Ford. That's what I think it is.
It would definitely bring some light to his character because he's been in the background for far, far, far too long.
Right, right.
Um,
And the beauty of it, Will, is right. If I'm right, and it's Montez Ford. He's basically auditioning to become a member of, right. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which I
I
think would
see
be
it.
great. I think that's what happens. I think he becomes the last member.
I see it. I can see it. But it was a decent show. Just to get the Usos back. And we've seen wrestlers who can't cut a promo before. And to your and to give you your flowers, they all have fallen by the wayside. Since Kate Nakamura couldn't cut a promo because English is not his first language. And it hurt him in the end. So
Right.
it doesn't matter how talented you are in the ring, being good on the mic matters. That's probably, if you're looking at three major parts, that's probably 75, 80% of it. So we'll see what happens. But that's all I got for wrestling, Carmike.
Well, let's go ahead and talk about these Eagles, man. Mo was a terrible performance last night, man. Even though it didn't look like it should have been a terrible performance, defense showed up. Jalen Hurts kept giving the ball back every single time. Well, not every single time, but majority of the game he was giving the ball back to him. But 22-19, Chargers pulled out a win, man. Mo, talk to us about this game.
Ugly physical game. And like I told you before the show, if it was going to be an ugly physical game and they lost a turnover battle, they'd probably lose the game. But there's no way that I would ever predict that Jalen Hurts would throw 4 picks. No way. The Chargers have a good defense, but really their defense is injury riddled. They're not even at their full strength. They don't have a great pass rush. I thought this would have been an opportunity for the Eagles pass game to really put up numbers. And I was really surprised at how bad he struggled, especially when you factor in Saquon goes for over 100 yards, right?
Mhm.
In that particular game, because it was about defense and not turning the football over, I would have given Saquon 10 more carries, right? I would have ran Saquon more. I didn't understand why they didn't really stick with the run game, especially when you could tell that Hurts was rattled. Look, you should not lose a game when your defense has 7 sacks, where the
Mhm.
opposing quarterback throws for less than 150 yards, where their running game really didn't do anything outside of the quarterback scrambling for 60 yards. You're not supposed to lose that football game when your defense
Herbert,
plays
60
yeah,
yards is crazy.
right. And he's not really known for being a scrambler, but that's the best thing he did last night. If your defense plays at a championship level the way they did last night, you're supposed to win that football game. But their defense couldn't overcome how bad their offense was, especially with the turnovers.
You know what it was, man? It was Mr. Always Open. You need that ball, man. That's what I think. Really, he trying to force it to him.
One was on Smitty too, though.
Yeah. He
One
trying
was
to
on
force it
Smitty.
to the.
Mm-hmm.
He trying to force it to his boys, man.
Yep.
Well, do you see this game, man? Talk to us about it, man.
I saw it in bits and pieces, but I went back and I looked at some of the highlights and some of the stats of the game. I was busy watching Raw and doing my own show, but that is a championship level defense. The problem comes into play is when your offense turns the ball over and they have to do their thing on a short field. That's the thing that kills them. You give up touchdowns, you give up field goals at the very least. They really need to get that. They really need to get the offense together. If they only had 2 turnovers last night, more than likely they win that game. They got to get better. They got to get back to running the football because Jalen Hurts' confidence has got to be shot. It's got to be shot. He's out there just throwing stuff in the general area and not throwing it in the windows. So his confidence has got to be shot. You need to run that football more, get Saquon more involved, have Hurts and play action. You got to do something to make sure that defense stays fresh. I don't care how good of a defense you got when you got to defend in short fields. You got to be out there multiple times. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna give something up that you shouldn't.
I knew we was gonna lose this game the moment Ertz couldn't find his helmet to go out on the field.
You know what?
I was like, you know what? I'm about to turn this game off, man. That's dumb. How your quarterback can't find your helmet to get out on the field? I don't know what to say about that, man.
Oh man.
Just crazy. But I was talking, and I was just thinking, the people, I was like, yo, you know what the season is looking like? It's looking like Jalen Hurts' second year in Alabama after he won the title. And then he makes it all the way back there and gets benched for Tua. It's giving me that type of vibe from him right now. He done went to the bowl, gave it everything.
But there's a difference though. They ain't got nobody to replace him.
James Boyd, Tanner McKee.
I keep forgetting about Tanner McKee. I keep forgetting about him.
Tanner McKee on the bench.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about him. Yeah.
You got Sam Howell if you want to give him a go. But Mo, this is the first year in a long time that I have seen the NFL playoffs the possible winner for a Super Bowl be this wide open with no clear winner, man. What you think?
No, I think you make a great case. There is no one dominant team. Like right now, everybody loves how well the Rams are playing, how well the Seahawks are playing, even the Packers. But I think that all those teams have something in common. They can beat anybody, but I think they can lose anybody too. I don't think there's a dominant
That's the
team.
point, bro.
Yep,
Everybody's beatable.
Yep. That's the point.
Yeah. There and the thing is, there's no clear picture in either conference. In the AFC, the only thing I know for sure is Kansas City ain't going nowhere. But
I know
but
another team ain't going nowhere. I know another team, and that's the Chargers. Their last game of the season is against the Broncos in Denver. If you think that Philadelphia defense got 7 sacks on you, you know the Broncos gonna be teed up to play you that last game of the year.
No, the
You know they're gonna be teed up.
Chargers is good, man. They in 4th place right now. They good.
I'll say this: I agree with you about the Broncos defense, but the Broncos offense is
They got to do something with that.
It's about as bad as the Eagles offense. So
Yeah.
I give the Chargers a fair chance to win that game because the Broncos offense is nothing to be afraid of.
Gee, what's up, man?
Well, what you think, man? Any clear winners that's going to go to the bowl?
Nah, there's no clear winner out of either conference. Because if you look at all these divisions, it's coming down to the wire in a lot of these divisions. You look at the 49ers, look at the Seahawks, look at the Rams, go over look at Pittsburgh, the Ravens. The only team that looks to be clear cut, and that's not even sure, is the Patriots, and that's not even a sure thing. So
that's true.
That's probably the only team that really, quote unquote, looks the part. But again, any given Sunday, they can lose too.
Any given Sunday,
they can lose too.
Let me ask you guys this: no Burrow, no Mahomes, no Lamar. Is this Josh Allen's best chance to win a Super Bowl?
I don't even think he's gonna win it. I think it's gonna be somebody else because he's even out there choking, man. Like, I think if anybody's gonna win and it's gonna be a surprise, it's either they about to let Aaron Rodgers take it or they gonna let Drake May get one. I don't think anybody else is, because I don't know Josh. Unless he turns on some playoff god mode, Josh Allen, I don't believe in him.
I'll say this though: if he doesn't win it this year, there's gonna be some questions. It's gonna be some questions.
Look, and I'm not by any means. I'm not saying that this is the best Bills team top to bottom. They're not. Offensively, they have some good players, but they don't have a lot of big time playmakers. But I do think it's an opportunity with those other guys out of the way. Granted, I agree. I think New England's a better football team. I think Denver's defense would give Buffalo trouble. There are some matchups that wouldn't favor them, but I would favor Buffalo over Pittsburgh. Look, I don't care if Pittsburgh wins the division or not. They're gonna back their way into winning the division.
I don't know.
I'm not. If you're trying to
sell, read the script, Mo.
What that Aaron Rodgers is gonna win another Super Bowl? That ain't no script.
Did you read the
back? He about to bring the conspiracy back. Oh my gosh.
There ain't no conspiracy. There ain't no conspiracy.
Think about it, Mo. Think about it.
Go ahead.
Everybody else who we thought was supposed to be dominating in the AFC this year is absolutely not. So what's the best way for you to get Aaron Rodgers to walk off is to get one this year, right? Because you got a young Bo Nix, you got a young Drake May, Trevor Lawrence, who ain't been in the AFC Championship since his sophomore year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Then you got Justin Herbert and Chargers. They're hobbled by injury. Josh Allen inconsistent, and then you got CJ Stroud and them, who the Texans defense is gonna carry them, but so far, and CJ might lose them out the playoffs. So where else you gonna go? Let's ride the script.
Hey,
we're gonna take Aaron Rodgers and ride him off on the golden chariot.
You take Aaron Rodgers.
Hey, Gene just brought him up. Gene just brought him up in the chat. Philip Rivers gonna win it all.
Man,
he finna win everything.
Yeah, right. We Gene's jumping ahead, but we ain't even get there yet, man.
I think Philip Rivers is about to be in traction.
That man 44. Hey, he 44. He making a comeback. Let me get out there. Put me out there.
Man, he been on his couch, man, and it's about to show.
It's gonna be a short comeback.
That man 44. That man 44 got 10 kids, and I found out yesterday he got grandkids.
I mean, he's 44. He should have some grandkids.
Lord.
Well, they're about to find out. When after he gets hurt, I guess they'll make a call to Matty Ice.
Oh. Matt
I
Ryan
mean-
making that comeback, boy.
I'll put it out there. If we're calling this a hot take, here's my hot take. The Steelers
You know what,
are
though?
winning. The Steelers not winning a damn thing. If that's a hot
You know
take,
what though?
I don't think
You
it's
know
a
what,
hot
though?
take.
You know what though? It's a damn shame. You bringing in Phillip Rivers and you ain't trying to hurry Anthony Richardson along to get healthy again. That's some telltale stuff right there about Anthony Richardson.
I mean, they tell you this, Will. He played 4 games out of his 4 years he been with them. So there's no point of us doing anything with him. They gonna move past him. They either gonna have to get somebody out the draft, or like you said, they're gonna pull somebody from their couch. Phillip,
Mhm.
Drew,
Yep.
hey, Andrew Luck, please come back. Somebody, we need you.
Well, the last time Andrew Luck even played.
I was like,
It's been a minute, but
Yeah.
I would trust Andrew Luck over Phillip Rivers.
I would too.
oh man. So who you think is gonna go to the bowl out of the AFC, Mo?
Look, if we're just going on what I've seen right now, to this point, I think New England's the team to beat. I think they're the team to beat. I don't like you can tell me that Denver has a more dominant defense, but they don't. Denver's not a balanced team. Their offense is offense is very similar to the Eagles' offense. So,
Right.
I don't think that's enough to get you out of the AFC. I think that the Patriots are more balanced. I think the Patriots are the team to beat.
I do too.
You too, Will.
Yeah, I think it's the Patriots. Yeah.
So Gene said the Ravens was going to win the division. Did he not stamp it on this show?
He did.
I agreed with him.
You still think they're gonna take it? They outside looking in right now. Behind
Oh no! They were supposed to win out to win the division. I don't think the Ravens are going anywhere. Like if that's they said before that game that it was a playoff game. If that's the way you play for a playoff game, hang it up.
Yep. Amen.
They got what, three more games left in the season, man.
4.
Four more games.
And maybe the turnover thing is contagious because, I mean, Lamar and Hurts both that's insane. The amount of turnovers between those two guys. It's crazy.
You said Herbert?
No, I'm talking about Lamar and Hurts.
Joe Hurts.
Lamar threw the.
Yeah.
I mean, Lamar's been really sloppy all year when he has played, which is unlike him. Look, I know he's not 100% healthy, but if you're playing, we ain't making no excuses.
Right.
I like I said the other day, they had all this energy about firing Mike Tomlin just last week. Fire Mike Tomlin. Then they get this win, and he's okay for the next week. But what you know what I'm saying? But what you don't hear is you don't hear anybody going fire John Harbaugh.
Come on, man. We ain't gonna talk about that, man. You know why
what's the difference between John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin in terms of what they've done since they've won a Super Bowl?
That's a good point. He need to be on the hot seat too. He need to be on the hot seat too. Particularly with the teams he's had in the past.
I don't know what the difference really is besides one thing, and I ain't gonna mention it, man. But
what, he got Lamar? No,
but Will, in the NFC, man, who you think is gonna go to the bowl, man, out the NFC?
Rams.
Go Rams?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people are on a bit Matt Stafford fan, and I get it. I understand that. He's an older dude. I understand it. Ain't the most athletic. But that defense is good. They're great at their receiver position. They got dual threats at running back. Blake Corum looked great last game. When you have him coming in as a backup, there's not too much wrong with that. I really like the way they're set up too. So yeah, I got the Rams.
Who you going with, Mo?
For me, it's a coin toss between the Rams and the Seahawks. And it's weird because they're in the same division as my Niners. No, the Packers aren't going to win anything.
No.
I mean, I'm always support my guy Brett because I know that's his squad. I don't think the Packers are better than the Rams. I don't think the Packers are better than the Seahawks.
But on any given Sunday, Mo?
Right. Here's the thing about any given Sunday. I think that for the Packers to win the NFC, they would need help. They would need somebody to beat teams I don't think they can beat. Like, they don't need to play the Rams because I don't think they can beat the Rams. They don't need to play Seattle because they can't beat Seattle. So they need somebody to take them out. I think the Packers have a good offense. I don't think it's a powerful offense, a dominant offense, but it's a good offense. Where they can lay their hat at more times than not is on their defense. I'll give you that. I think their defense is one of the better defenses. It can create turnovers. But if you're asking me in a quarterback-driven league who I would trust in the postseason, I'm going to take Stafford over any of those other quarterbacks.
And their run game is good, too.
I think the only real difference between the Packers and Rams is that the Rams got world-beating wide receivers. If Jordan Love had at least one, he playing with a bunch of 2s and 3s as trying to be wide receiver 1s, and they ain't going to work for Jordan Love. But if he had at least Puka or Devontae on the Packers, he'd be good. The Packers would be good.
My thing with the Packers receivers, they're always hurt. You always got to come in with a different set of receivers every so often because they always hurt. You get one guy back.
All of them wearing Guardian helmets.
Yeah. You get one guy back, another guy get hurt, you know? I mean, we ain't seen anything from Michael Golden all year. Come on, man. Hey,
that is funny.
Hey.
They all get on those bobblehead helmets.
That's a bobblehead. Hey, but we sleeping on the Bears?
I am.
Come on, stop
sleep. I'm not just sleep. I'm knocked out sleep.
You know who I'm surprised is even in the playoff contention right now?
Oh man,
most team. That is crazy.
Yeah,
and they don't even have all the talent to even make it that far. They running on the back of CMC and the best duo I have ever seen in coaching between Shanahan and Saleh.
Now, no argument. The Niners season is a direct product of Shanahan on the offense and Robert Saleh on the defense. Because of all the injuries, they've had to bring next man up, and they've found a way to win games. And they don't have the most explosive offense, but they just find ways to win football games. Look, it's a good football team. And as a Niners fan, I'm happy that they're having a good season. Do I think the Niners are threats to come out of the NFC? I don't, because I just think their margin of error is too small. Like, if the Packers need help, I think the Niners would need help times 10. Like, a lot of things would have to go their way, for them to go on a deep playoff run. But I'm happy with the season that they had. But think about that. Everything you're saying is true, but they're the third best team in their own division.
Shout out to Mac Jones, though. Shout out to Mac Jones. I didn't see him doing what he did. Shout out to Mac Jones.
You know what?
I ain't see that coming.
Culture and coaching matter.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to kill Purdy. I've always been a fan of Brock's because, like I said, when you come from where he came from, I got nothing but respect for you. But it's Purdy really better than Mac Jones?
And that's to your point, because you were saying you shouldn't have paid Purdy all that money.
No, the money they paid him, I feel like you pay for somebody, this word that aggravates me, but you pay for somebody that's transcended or special.
Right.
Brock is really, really good. You don't pay really, really good $60 million.
So what you're saying, Mo, is your boy Caleb should deserve $45 million a year?
Caleb, he was like 5.
He's 5.
I'm kidding. I think Caleb Williams has been really good this season. But if you've watched the Bears, I'm talking about throughout the season, he's not the reason they win. The best thing about the Bears, if you watch them, it's not the pass game, it's the run game.
Mm-hmm. He's
a compliment to their run game. He has a simple job. Caleb, don't turn the football over. He's not turned the football over, and he's made timely throws. And by the way, we gave Herbert his flowers for running. Caleb Williams is a hell of an athlete. Like I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. His ability to break tackles and make plays with his legs, that gets slept on. So I'm gonna give him his flowers. The kid's got all the talent in the world, but right now they're led by their defense and their run game.
Yeah, Caleb annoys me, man. I'm gonna just say that, man. He got this one move. He got this one move he like to do, where he'll step in the pocket, but he'll bounce out real quick and then turn the corner, man. I'm like, I watched him do it against the Eagles the whole
Mhm.
game. I'm like, bro, I ain't got time for this, man. If y'all don't get this dude, man, close them edges off on this guy. But he's a playmaker. I respect Caleb, man. He's a playmaker. He just got to get his decision making a little more tighter, you know.
Yeah.
But
I
that's
got a
it. The
question.
boy got arm talent like crazy.
He does. He does. Who
What's
go
your
in the
question?
NFC South?
You know what? Early in the season, even before the season, I thought Tampa Bay was just going to run away with that. And now it looks like it's a toss-up between Tampa Bay and Carolina.
And who would think that? Who would have think at the beginning of the season Carolina would be where they were?
Not me. Not
neither.
me.
Me neither.
I ain't think the Bucks they've been battling injuries too this year.
Yeah,
So.
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin just got back. Bucky Irvin just got back. So
man, that ain't helping them either. Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
But they still holding on to the division, man. Hey, they got them Saints next, don't they?
no, we just beat them.
Oh yeah, y'all just beat them.
Like
Who the Bucks play next?
That's bad Bucks. Just bad Bucks. That's all that was. Y'all cool your Jets on Tyler Shuck. He ain't the man. The Saints are not.
Hey, y'all
that.
drafted him, man. You gotta believe.
Look, winning covers up a lot. When you win, it covers up a whole lot. That's still a bad football team. It's still a bad football team.
Y'all just got some things to work out. That's all. But
are you disappointed that they won? Will, would you rather them take the L, just to get better draft position, or did you want? You know what I'm saying?
No, because right now I think we still at number 5 if memory serves. So no, okay. I'm glad. I'll take any positive we can get from this season.
Yeah, look. Objectively, if you look at the Saints for the majority of the season, they've lost games, but they've been competitive in almost all of them. Will, like
there's been a few that've been blown out, but yeah, you're right. You're right. They've been competitive. That's what I'm
saying. They've been very competitive. So that's something to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 2 try hard. Rattler was trying hard, and so was Shuck. They out there trying to do something. But let me ask you this: Will, are y'all drafting another QB?
I would love for us to draft another QB because I don't think Shuck and Rattler are it.
I think you guys should trade for Kyler Murray.
You know what?
He's still in his 20s.
You know what?
Just to lose him in October, November for Call of Duty.
Just for him to go down with an injury.
It's like clockwork, man. It's unbelievable. Like
you know
clockwork.
what? This quarterback class, and Gene wouldn't know more than me, but just me looking on the outside looking in, this quarterback class isn't the greatest in the world. If they went with Shuck for another year, but put some more weapons around him, because again, there's really no weapons at the receiver position outside of Chris Olave. You got Juwan Johnson there at tight end. Okay, he's iffy from time to time. You got to depend on Devin Neal, rookie running back, because Alvin Kamara's out. So if they wanted to go with Shuck / Rattler for another year and build around them, I'll take that. I'll take that. Because there's no really strong quarterback in this class. And like I said, Gene can answer that question better than me, but there's no real strong quarterback that I see in this class.
Will, let me ask you this. Because the guy has all the speed in the world and he can take the top off the defense. Why is it that the Saints moved off of Shaheed?
Because they feel they couldn't sign him back the following season. His contract was gonna be up, and they feel they couldn't sign him back, so they wanted to get something for him. And I don't blame them. And Seattle's just sitting on him. They haven't really used him the way that he could be used.
He's a rental for them. I think they're gonna use him probably more in the playoffs.
Yep.
But yeah, I think he's a rental. I think he'll end up somewhere else starting, because the guy, like I said, he doesn't have a big route tree.
No.
But when it comes to running crossing routes and 9 routes, he's scary.
And when you get rid of him, like I say, there's nothing behind him, nothing. So, like I say, just build around Shuck, build around Rattler for another year, see where you go, and then after that, look to see if you can get you a quarterback somewhere, either free agency or in the draft. But
I got a quarterback for you.
Huh?
I got a quarterback for you because his current team isn't in love with him. You guys can make a move for Shador.
That's what Gina tell you. That's what I wanted to draft.
But
I
they
think-
still in Cleveland, they still don't love him. They're not
No,
love him. I don't
no,
know.
so-
I don't know.
so-
I don't know if it's personal. I don't know if it's personal or whatever the case. But remember, at the end of the day, like Carmike said earlier, that Shador might have been a first round pick, at worst a second round pick, but he is in reality he was a 5th round pick.
Yep.
So what I'm saying is, if they're not in love with him, you can come calling for a 5th round pick. Will.
Oh yeah, I'll put it. Yeah, definitely. That's why I want the Saints to draft. Gina tell you that on the draft show. But I'll take that in a heartbeat. Young, can run young, athletic. Yeah, I'll take that in a heartbeat.
At this point, the Browns are letting Shador build up his trade stock if they do trade him, because he's playing remainder of the season now.
Yep. Yep.
So if anything, it's gonna be a third, close to a second, if anybody gonna have to trade for him. Because I'm pretty sure that he gonna keep building on what he's doing now.
If he
to
plays
his,
well.
make
I'll
him
do that.
make him more valuable.
Listen, I'll do a second round. I'll do a second or third for him.
If you
I mean,
think you think he's a franchise player, second or third is nothing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, because you never know what you're gonna get out of the draft anyway. Dylan
Exactly.
Gabriel, Shuck, whoever
Exactly.
else is, you know what I mean? Like, but Mo, is the Lions a fraud?
No, I don't think they're frauds. They might be one of those teams that's cursed because every year before the season we talk about how they have so much talent on both sides of the football, and then every year around this time we talk about how many injuries they've had. And that it's happening again this season. They've been ravaged by injuries, but defensively they're hampered. Offensively, they're still one of the top offenses in football. I don't want to use the word frauds. Let's just say that you know how sports plays out. There's always teams in every sport that are really, really good and come close and are relevant for like 4 or 5 years, but never win anything. I think that's the Lions.
So do you think the only problem that the Lions have, because they're outside the playoffs looking in, because the simple fact the Packers are 9-3-1 and the Bears are 9-4, Lions are 8-5. So that's a tough conference this year. Oh, well, division for them this year.
Right.
Well, what you think, man? Are the Lions frauds?
I don't think they're frauds. I agree with Mo. They're talented. It remind me of the Lakers. They're talented, but because of injuries, they won't be good enough to get there. They won't be good enough to get there. Great team offensively, but on the defensive side of the ball, no. No, because of injuries, they're not good enough to get to the dance.
Will, is it time for the Ravens start to revamp their roster?
I would. You keep your key pieces, and then you rebuild from there.
They just paid Derrick Henry, man. So is it time to move past him, or
They paid Mark Andrews. I'll keep Henry and Andrews. I'll keep both.
I wouldn't.
I would. They're too talented, and that's a lot of money to eat in the end. That's a lot of money to eat.
And
what you think, Mo?
I think it's not as cut and dry, right? Because the argument, and Carmike, you made this yesterday. You said, look, you can tell that Derrick Henry, his top end speed isn't quite what it was. But it's not like he's slow. You know what I mean? Like it's not like he's still not a breakaway threat. Like I don't think I would move off of Derrick Henry. I don't think that's the problem. I think their offensive line hasn't been as good in years past. Lamar clearly hasn't been as good in years past. And let's be honest, Lamar's a unique quarterback with a unique skill set. So you have to put him in a certain type of offense for him to be effective. I feel like every year the Ravens are doing rotating doors with wide receivers, trying to figure out what guys work with him.
I think that's more so the simple fact that everybody didn't want to come there because Lamar was rushing for like 1,000 yards every season, and no wide receiver wants to come there if you ain't passing the ball. So I think Lamar was trying to force the issue with passing the ball, which is why he's in the predicament he's in now.
No argument. I think but that's the point I'm making. Like, you don't have to have a 1,300-yard receiver to be a Super Bowl contender. You can win in a number of ways. My point is that yeah, I think you're right. Lamar's clearly he's feeling, maybe it's a mental thing, and he feel like he's got to force the ball downfield, but that's not really his game. His game is probably throwing for 3,600 yards, rushing for between 800 and 1,000 yards, having 10 or 11 touchdowns on the ground and 25 or 30 in the air. That's Lamar Jackson. And I think they kind of got away from that this year. And that's, you can blame that on the OC and a little bit on Lamar. But I think, yeah, I wouldn't be so concerned with, do they need it's not like the Ravens need Justin Jefferson. Like, you'd love to have Justin Jefferson, but Justin Jefferson on the Ravens, let's be honest,
He won't be Justin Jefferson.
It wouldn't be Justin Jefferson. You'd be like, they got Justin Jefferson. This dude barely got 1,000 yards. Like,
right.
It's because of the way the offense is built, and it's because of Lamar's skill set.
True.
I know
indeed.
one person gone. I said lightly gone, but that money you just threw at Mark Andrews, he gone.
Likely should be gone. He had Butterfingers this year.
Yeah. When he
a lot of the Ravens receivers had
Butterfingers
Butterfingers this year, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I
joke about it, but I don't think you're going to get rid of Likely, right? Because very, very few tight ends can get vertical like he can. Like, Mark Andrews is a good football player. He's not a vertical threat the way Likely is.
No.
Not anymore. Dude's pushing 40. But Mo,
Oh my goodness.
is Phillip Rivers going to be the Colts savior for their season this year?
I think Phillip Rivers is going to be in for a world of pain. Let's keep it a buck. Part of what made the Colts offense work is they have a good offensive line, but their offensive line, the strength of the offensive line is run blocking.
Yep.
They're probably average when it comes to pass blocking, and it's okay most times because Daniel Jones has wheels. What we know, even in his prime, I'm talking about in his 20s or early 30s, Phillip Rivers is about as athletic as Peyton Manning. He has no athleticism at all. And he's a stiff in the pocket. Now you're talking about the 44-year-old version of him. Remember, he was a quarterback for the Colts a few years ago, and he looked old as dirt then. And now you're bringing him back older than dirt, older than the dirt that he was before. And you're expecting him to like take the doors off and win. Are you crazy? Like, I don't understand that. Like, they have, to me, if you're the coach and you're that desperate, you have to tell me you went to Andrew Luck's door first. Like, that would have made more sense. And by the way, Andrew Luck is younger than Phillip Rivers.
Yep. That man got 10 kids.
Oh, man.
You would have been, matter of fact, you would have been better off going to one of Phillip Rivers' sons.
You want to try this? You want to try this football thing out?
Will, what you think, man? Is Phillip going to be the savior for the Colts season?
Nope. Not in no way, shape, or form. I feel for him because now, and I brought this up early in the year on Sports Report. Now you're gonna have to rely on Jonathan Taylor in that run game, and what team's gonna do now? 8 in the box, and gonna make Phillip Rivers throw. And that Mo said it. That man old as dirt, and he hasn't had any time to develop a rapport or any type of chemistry with any of these receivers this late in the season. So he's not gonna be their savior, and I feel for him because they've had a great year up until this point.
Man, when that game speed hits, when that game speed hits, and those D ends come off that corner, Phillip.
Yep. Hey, that safety blitz. Come up, man.
By the way, they will be blitzing the 44-year-old guy.
Oh yeah, 24/7. This is coming from all over the place.
They come and get him. That
is a shame, man. But hey, good luck to Phillip, man. On your journey.
Man, they doing that. Man, the AARP need to launch an investigation.
But let's move on, fellas. We have college football playoffs starting, man. Exciting times, man. Start with you, Will. We got James Madison versus Oregon, man. Who you think gonna win the game?
Oregon.
Mo, who you going with? Oh, go ahead, Will.
I just think James Madison is their quote unquote good story for the college football playoffs.
Everybody loves a Cinderella, man.
Yeah, everybody loves a Cinderella, but college football is different than college basketball. Way
Hey, but
different.
indeed, but they both have one thing in common, man. You got one game. It's not no series,
This is true.
just
This
one
is true.
game
I just think Oregon's a better team.
on any given Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You know,
I'm leaning with Carmike. I'm gonna ride with the good story because, like you said, Carmike, they only have to be great one time, right, to advance. If these two teams play 10 times, Oregon will probably beat them 9 times. But you know what? That's the beauty of sports. Sometimes that great story unfolds. I'm gonna ride with James Madison for the upset.
Woo.
The NCAA,
Mo.
the NCAA should be ashamed for themselves for what they did to this college football playoff. They should be ashamed.
And as we go into the next teams, I know you're talking about, how about the Tide versus Oklahoma. Mo, who you going with?
I'm going with Oklahoma. I'm going. You know what? And I'm only going with them for spite because I don't think Alabama should be in there. So I'm picking Oklahoma OU just for spite.
Oh, man. Will, who you going with?
Man, the hell with Alabama. I'm going with OU. The hell with Alabama.
Dang, man.
And forget you, Paul Feinbaum. I'm sick of you. You're the only reason why Alabama's still staying, keeping that team in relevance.
I don't know. I think that game will go either direction, to be honest with you. But Will, Tulane, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss is
Tulane gonna
riding the
get
hot
killed,
streak.
man.
First
They gonna
time
get
in. I'm going Ole Miss.
You going?
No
Tulane.
Lane Kiffin, but I'm still going with Ole Miss.
Tulane gonna get killed. I'm gonna just say,
I'm going with Ole Miss. Tulane gonna get destroyed.
I'm going Ole Miss too.
They gonna get destroyed.
I don't even think this is gonna be a close.
Tulane gonna get destroyed.
Some people think it's gonna be a close football game. I don't.
See that now? Why didn't they take Tulane out and put Notre Dame in? You know what I mean? Like,
you know what though? I don't feel sorry for Notre Dame because you can't have it both ways. You can't have the schedule and everything you want, but then you expect to be protected like you're a conference team. You can't have it both ways. You need to make a decision on what you want and stick with it.
that's what I said. I'm like, SEC teams are always going to have top end and better consideration because they're in playoff battles year in and year out because of the conference they're in. And Notre Dame gets to, we'll play a couple of ranked teams here and there, but we're going to beat down on the other teams. But
how the hell you get in a college football playoff and you don't even have a conference championship game to play in?
I think it would. How many teams in that game? Like 2, 3?
Yeah.
Mo, the U versus Texas A&M. Who you got?
I'm going with the U.
Going with the U?
I'm going with the U. The U's back.
Will, you going with Will? Who you going with, Will?
Yeah, I'm going with the U.
So let me ask you this. All in all, what 2 teams do you think is going to get to the championship game? Will, Mo, I'm going to start with you.
You know what?
No. I ain't thought that far ahead. Go ahead. Mo.
Because of what happened to them, I'm rooting for Ole Miss. I want them to get there without Lane Kiffin. I'm rooting for them. So I hope they're there. And because I want the U to be back, I want the U to be there too.
Ole Miss in Miami?
Yeah.
I can roll with that.
You going? So we taking Georgia out the picture, Ohio State out the picture.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, look, let me be honest. Ole Miss is who I'm rooting for. Let me use plain sight. I don't think nobody's beating Georgia.
See, what's going to happen is that if Georgia and Ohio State play, they're going to be playing right before the national championship game.
Yeah.
I'm taking Georgia.
They're gonna get beat up too.
You taking Georgia in the semis?
Yeah, I'm taking them. Country boys gonna get after it. I'm taking Georgia.
I hate Ohio State. I got Georgia.
Dang,
I'm sorry, Jim. My boy John love Ohio State.
Don't let Cottrell hear you saying that, man. Have some respect, man.
I gotta go with Georgia.
I know that's Cottrell squad. No disrespect. I'm just picking.
No
who I think's
disrespect to
better.
Cottrell and my man John. My man John loves Ohio State, but I gotta go with Georgia.
Let's move on, fellas. The NBA Cup. The stage is set, man. And Mo, this is your area, man. Guess who's in the cup, man? Them Lakers. But we're gonna start out with the Miami Heat versus the Magic, man. Who you see winning that?
I think that game could go either way, but we were just talking about how well Franz Wagner was doing, and now he's gone for 7 weeks. So look, it's going to be an adjustment for the Magic. I'll give the Heat the edge. I'll say Miami beats them.
I can't even believe Miami's even doing anything this year, to be honest with you, man. Like,
They winning with smoke and mirrors.
Norman Powell's hooping.
yes.
Norman Powell's hooping. Bam's hooping. They just got Hero back.
Bam been inconsistent though. He had 9 points the other night.
Yeah,
You know what's always consistent with the Heat? Hero coming back at some point during the season. And then out again. And then he's coming back.
And then out again. That's true. That's true.
Will you go with?
I think they win. No, go ahead.
I'm going with Orlando. Desmond Bain, Mr. Let It Rain.
I don't know without Franz, man. They might.
I'm still going with Orlando. I think they adjust. Desmond Bain is still playing well. Pablo's still playing well. I'm going with the Magic.
Will Raptors Knicks.
Hate to say it because I hate them. I hate them with a. You know what? I hate them with a passion. I hate the Knicks with a passion. Give me the Raptors.
I hate the Knicks. Knickerbockers, man. Jalen Brunson and company.
I hate the Knicks. I hate them.
Mo, who you going with?
I'm gonna take the Knicks. Look, I think the Raptors obviously have gotten out to a really good start. They've played well, but they're struggling with keeping their 3 best players on the floor.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett's not going to be available for the game. He's their 3rd leading scorer. I think the Knicks pull it out.
I'm going with hard over. I'm going to hard overhead in that one. I just hate the Knicks. I hate them.
Mo, pleasantly surprised. Is it the Dylan Brooks led Suns or is it the Devin Booker led Suns? I don't know at this point, but the Suns are in here. They've been, not bad. I thought it was going to be terrible this year, but they're playing the champs in round 1 of the NBA Cup, man. Thunder, Suns.
Well, this is where the Suns take that L. They've been, look, the Suns have been really good. They've been a top 5 offense, a middle of the road defense. Booker's their best player, but I like the way you said that. I would not argue that Dylan Brooks might be their leader, even though Booker's their best player. Mm-hmm. They've been really competitive. They're not going to be competitive versus the Thunder, but they've been really competitive.
Will, who you going with?
Thunder too strong. They're too strong. You got to come up with the Justice League of America to beat them. So that's got to be, man. You got to take a little bit from everybody to beat them. So I'm going with OKC.
And last, Will, LA Lakers led by Luka. LeBron starting to show face though, but Luka and company versus the Spurs. Wemby.
I hate the Lakers too. I'm going with Spurs.
Hate the Lakers?
I hate the Lakers. You want to talk about fraud? You want to talk about the fraud? There you go, right there. That's the fraud. That's the fraud. They gonna get mad. They gonna have everybody hyped up. Yeah, we gonna do it. We gonna do it.
At the end of the day, it will always be. Even when the Lakers had Smush Parker, Kobe, and it was always Lakers in 5, man. It will forever be Lakers in 5.
Say Smush Parker.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that part. I remember the Smush Parker years, and we weren't saying that.
That wasn't good at all.
We weren't saying that.
Rain, please, snow, or hell, Mo. Lakers in 5, man.
Yeah, look, you ride with your favorite team. That part's true, but I'm a more practical Laker fan. So I live in reality. I root for them, and of course I want them to win the title. The Lakers are currently, as they're constructed, are not going to win the title, but they will beat a young Spurs team who, by the way, Wemby's not playing.
Nope.
if the Lakers control the pace of the game, they're gonna beat the Spurs, and it won't be that good a game.
My issue is though, if the Spurs push pace, and
Then Lakers in trouble. They
if
can't
they
run.
push pace, they in trouble. Cause the Spurs can run.
I don't know. I think the Spurs they're gonna go as Wemby goes. So Wemby not playing, I don't think they're going very far. You know what I mean? So
I mean, they're really talented even without him. You still got Fox, Harper, Castle. Devin Vassell,
Yep.
Keldon Johnson. Like they're a deep team, and this
They are.
can be a competitive game. This game literally comes down to pace. Whoever controls pace is going to win the game.
Yep.
I agree, but as far as going deep, playoff runs when we get to the end of the season, they're gonna go as far as Wemby goes because you can't deny Wemby's talent. The dude is giving
never
you
that.
damn near
Never
a
that.
quadruple double with blocks. Is crazy work.
They need Wemby. And I had them going to the playoffs before the season started. I don't think even with Wemby they're going to go on a deep playoff run. They're not ready yet.
I think this is the first year in sports where the NFL and the NBA is wide open with no clear dominant. Well, I'm lying. The Thunder is a clear dominant team.
Yeah.
But
I'll say this about the Spurs though. They're not too far away. And if you're gonna have any trust in a front office, RJ Brieffield and company, they'll get them right.
Yeah.
They'll get them right.
Look, and the Spurs have a culture, right? They're not in a rush. Remember, your core, I'm talking about their key players, they're like 22 and under.
Yep.
This year will be the first year they get in the playoffs and they get the feel and the experience of the playoffs. They're going to be a year better next year. I think they'll be legitimate title contenders next season.
Mo, who you think the best duo in the league right now is?
The best duo?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of what they're doing on the court, even though they don't have the best record, I think the best duo to watch when they play off each other, and they've been doing this for years, I'd say Joker and Jamal Murray.
That's a good one. I'm gonna take that one.
Not Shea and Chet, man.
No, because Chet's not as good. Like I think there's a huge gap. I like Chet, and when the Thunder beat people, they usually either just blow you doors off you, but
hold up,
they're a collective. I don't think Chet is like
hold up, Carmike. You ain't going with Kyle Kuzma and Giannis?
Kyle Kuzma, Giannis is crazy. Giannis is on his way out, man. I don't know if you heard, but he secretly with his agent told his agent to go tell him he ready to go.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be gone. Oh yeah.
You guys think he gets traded this year or next year? Because I think it's next year.
I think they're gonna try this year.
If the Knicks can put something together for him now, yeah. But I think it's gonna be more than likely next year.
Knicks? You think he's going to the Knicks?
He said that's where he wants to go.
The Knicks?
He said that's where he wanted to go.
So you're talking Towns and either OG or Bridges. That's to start. It's gonna be
that's the
kind
start.
Of combination. It'll be Towns, Bridges, OG, something like that.
Yep.
And a couple of picks.
Yep.
If they do it right, they could run the table on the Knicks and get a lot off them for it. But I would. I'm like, hey,
look, as long as the Knicks don't hire Nico, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. The minute Nico come into play, boy.
Let me ask you this. Sometimes chemistry matters.
True.
It does.
I guess I'm saying this because on paper it sounds good. But on the court, do you think Giannis and Brunson work? Because I don't actually think they work. Because he couldn't work with Dame, and Dame actually has more range than Brunson. He's quicker than Brunson. Like Dame had infinite range, and it didn't work. Brunson is more ball dominant than Dame is. How does that work?
I think my thing would be.
I think Dame was inconsistent. That's what that was.
Yeah, I think yeah. But I see where Mo's coming from. But I see because the more touches that he gets, the less touches Giannis get. So I see where he's going with that. He may need a more traditional point guard than what Brunson is. He may need a more traditional point guard.
And don't forget, it works the other way around. Giannis is ball dominant. He's used to having the ball in his hands.
Yep.
You think Brunson's going to be good with sliding over in the corner, waiting to catch and shoot? Like I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
You know, my problem is I don't know why people can't find the cool medium between, all right, you know, you like to play inside. I know I like to play outside. Like Shaq and Kobe, for the brief years, they found their cool medium between each other. You know what I mean? So that's why they was able to three-peat until, you know, but they could have went further. But, you know, Kobe started, hey, I need the ball more type thing. And
Yeah.
25 ain't enough. Like Shaq giving you 35 and I'm giving you 25. Now I need 35 and you get 25, you know,
Right.
but for a brief stint, they did find a cool medium between each other to win games. That's what I think people need to do. Like Brunson, like he knows he gets to the mid range, he shoots the 3-ball. Giannis can't shoot. So once he step out behind, you know, out the paint, he ain't giving you much.
So what you gonna do? Change the game, go pick and roll?
Well,
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be pick and roll between them.
Mhm.
I mean, problem is everybody know once Giannis is
Facts.
rolling, they dropping off and they walling the paint up.
Yeah.
So
He's
he
a
can't
unique
shoot the mid.
player. Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's why Joker's so dominant because Murray can get to the basket. He can shoot the mid. He can shoot the 3.
Yep.
Joker can shoot the 3. He can
Yep.
shoot the mid. He can shoot.
Yep.
He can dominate you in the paint. So that's why they mesh very well together.
This is facts. Look, Giannis is an incredible talent, but he's very unique, guys. When you think about it, like he's not a shooter, so he doesn't have a consistent mid range. Never
He's
mind
like
the
Shaq.
3.
Magic
Right.
Shaq.
But I've been saying this for years. I told people when they go, "Who's Giannis like?" I was like, "He's Shaq with a handle." If you if you can imagine Shaq generating offense from 28 feet away and getting to the basket, that's who Giannis is. Like, I mean, mind you, now Magic Shaq, he went about 290. The biggest version of Giannis might go 245. But I'm with Carmike. That's exactly who Giannis is. He's Shaq, but he's Shaq with a handle.
Right.
And so you don't worry about his jump shot. You don't even worry about if he's in the paint and he's shooting a hook shot. Every time as a Laker fan that the Kings or anybody got Shaq to take anything but a dunk, I call that an L.
I almost Shaq had some games where he got hot though with the hook shot, man. He'll just drill you in the paint, man.
Right, but if you're an opposing team, you want Shaquille O'Neal dunking on your whole front line, or you want him taking hook shots? You want to take hook
Right.
shots.
Yeah.
And Giannis is kind of the same way, guys. Like if Carmike's right, if you wall off the paint, or if you just say, "Well, look, he can't shoot free throws. Let's just foul the hell out of him." Like there is a way you can slow Giannis down, because it's weird that he's one of the top 5 players in basketball, but at the same time, if we said, well, who's the most skilled power forward in basketball, he wouldn't be at the top of the list in terms of skill.
Mm-hmm. Power forward.
He's a 4-5. He's definitely a 4-5.
He is, but I think he played. Don't he play? He plays more of the 5 than the forward, don't he? Because
I mean, he's played more of it this year because Miles Turner is like a big ass 2 guard. So you know,
Damn,
I mean,
what's up, man?
Yo, Miles Turner is terrible, man.
I
How did
wish
he
the
fall
Bulls-
so far, man?
I wish the Bulls bro.
that's cold.
I mean, CP3 is a traditional PG that Giannis would need because he
Yeah,
knows how to
but-
run a pick and roll effectively. But he's old, it's dirty.
I'm
He's
fin-
almost
I'm finna-
50.
I'm gonna say that's like handing Giannis Phillip Rivers. He don't. Come on.
How many kids CP3 got? 4, 5?
Come on.
I don't know, but CP3 is pushing 50, man. Like
Yeah.
he's old, man. Well, he's 40, but you know,
That Clippers situation is a man. It's a mess. It's ugly.
Did you like what the Clippers did to him?
I didn't. I
didn't like it
thought. Look, and I'm not saying that Chris Paul has clean hands, because anybody knows Chris Paul and the history of Chris Paul. He's not an easy guy to play with, and mind you, he's not an easy guy to play with when he was in his prime. Imagine him not in his prime, but still being just an arrogant, being talking like clearly there was a disconnect between him and Ty Lue, because Ty Lue said, look, they just couldn't get along. And my guess is what Chris Paul was talking about is he's talking about accountability. He wanted more from Harden, wanting more from Kawhi, and Ty Lue's like, yo, I got this. I don't know why Chris Paul would sign up to play with the Clippers when you know his history with Harden is not a good history. They didn't get along, it didn't work. And for him to go there, it was a high risk move on his part anyway. Like, it was a pie in the sky. I'm the greatest player in Clippers history. I want to retire a Clipper. I like that as an NBA fan. That makes sense to me. But the Clippers are really bad. And the last thing you need when you're a really bad team is some old dude on the bench complaining.
But why wouldn't he want to retire a Pelican? Or my fault, a Hornet. He was a Hornet.
Have you seen the Hornets?
His history is more with the Clippers.
No, Chris Paul was dominant.
For our successful history, I'm sorry.
No, you might want to check CP3, man. He definitely was on the cover of 2K back in those.
I remember that.
He was dope. Hey. He was dope on the Pelicans.
And he was dunking back then.
Hey, I gotta show this. I gotta show Mo. This is for you. That for you, Mo.
What?
You rather have an old CP3 than PP.
Y'all wildin' now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is our time, and it's been a pleasure. Everybody who came through to the stream this morning. Will, you have any closing remarks for our people?
I'm back now on a more consistent basis that my schedule is tied down. So I got one more bad week, and then after that, I should be back on here on a more consistent basis.
It should be 2.5 more bad weeks, right? Retail?
Retail. Yeah.
Christmas is 2.5 more weeks, brother.
Cell phones too at that. So you know I'm gonna be busy.
Hey, I need a phone, man. Hey,
I got you. I got you.
And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you mow better, you'll do better. Close us out.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure you check out all the great content that we have at Wire to Wire Network. Wire to Wire Network, we appreciate you.